All right, guys, today's lesson is don't just get up and shoot. Okay? Um, so, this is an eight ball situation. I am stripes, so high ball. I have one, two, three high balls on the table. My opponent has four low balls, all pretty easy. And of course, the eight ball is right down here, but one ball length off of the rail. Okay. Um, have a look for a minute here at the aerial view of this table and study how you might play these three balls, okay? Now, some of you might say, Big Al, they're all set up, they're easy, just put them in, okay? That's what separates the men from the boys, or boys from the men, or the girls from the ladies, okay? Yes, you can definitely make one or two of these very easily. They're all set up, okay? But it's that last ball that can make you run into a problem here trying to get on the eight. So we are going to talk a little bit about this for a few minutes. I know it seems like it's trivial. A lot of players would be like, that's easy. I'd run that in my sleep. Yeah, you would be surprised who gets stumped up, how many players would get stumped up on the last ball in this situation. Okay, so number one, what is your key ball that you would like in this situation? Key ball is your last ball before the money ball, which is the eight. Okay, well, I personally think this 12 ball right here is the best key ball. Okay, because if you can get approximately where the 13 is right now, you just have natural, easy shape to come into this zone here without having to manipulate or struggle to try to get position on the eight ball. It's very easy. Okay, so if you can get on this side of the shooting line for the 12, easy breezy all day long. Simple Simon, even a beginner can make shape on that shot, make it in the side, and make shape on the eight. Okay, so how do we get to finishing on this ball? That's the question, all right? So I'm not going to start with this 12 ball to the corner because the cue ball is going to come off this rail. It's going to come this direction. I'm not going to really like the position on the 10 or the 13 after. And plus, it's not the easiest shot either. So, yes, this 10 ball is very easy to start, okay? But the cue ball is going to come this direction. And even if I slow roll it in, cue ball is going to be on this side of the 12 ball shooting line for the side pocket, meaning the cue ball is going to go this way after. Now I have a couple blocker balls here preventing me from, possibly preventing me from making the 13 after. And I don't want to finish off with 13. 13 is a very hard key ball. Okay, the 10 isn't bad, but um, but the 12 is by far the best. Okay, so in this situation, I'm not going to start with the 10. I'm not going to start with the 12. I think the 13 is probably the best starting ball, but there's too much angle here for me to hit it with inside spin and try to bring it back over here. So I do see that there's a nice V right here where I can pretty much come around the three rail process and come right back out to center table. Now, no matter where I am out here, I'm going to have some shooting options, okay? Best case scenario is I'm right about here, right in the center of the table. It'd be really nice if I could just hit this in and come over here where the 13 is, take the 12, and just drift into this area here, okay? So best case scenario, but you do have to be a little flexible with your system process, okay? Don't be so rigid that you say, well, I got to take this here, I got to take that there, and I got to take this only to that, okay? You know, crap happens. Sometimes you don't get exactly where you need to be. You have to adjust. Okay, so I'm going to take this with some top right spin. I'm going to try to work this around, like I said, to come into this center zone so that we can try to get, I'd like to cross this 10 ball pocket line. If I could just barely, that would be great. Here's the pocket, the shooting line. I'd like to be on this side of it just barely. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let's see if we can work that cue ball around properly. Oh, okay. So I'm about 2 inches short. Okay, so now I'm straight in for this one and virtually straight in for this one. So now I have to look, I have to adjust because I can't get over here now by taking the 10. Well, not very easily because I am, well, it's just a touch of an angle. So naturally, the cue ball would want to come over here, and that's going to put me on the wrong side of this one for the 8 ball. So, okay, so I think I might use the 10 here as the key ball. And I think I'm just going to jack up a little bit on this, put some left spin on it. Okay, perfect. Now I have enough angle to either come off the rail and come over here or to stun it and drift it towards this corner pocket. I don't think I want to do that. I think the margin is higher to come over here. Just let me have a look at how this plays out. Actually, I'm going to play straight draw. I'm going to come over here with some straight draw. All right. So now we have an easy shot on the 8. Okay. So that was not as easy of an out as what it might have just looked like when you looked at the table, because yes, they all went pretty easy, but you have to be on the proper side of the shooting line. And as you can see, I took the first option on the 13, I worked it around. Yes, I had great shot on both, but I was actually about 2 inches or 3 inches short from the perfect line. I did have to do a little bit of a manipulation shot on this 12 ball here, just so that I could get over here a little bit, so I could be on the proper side of the shooting line for the 8. Okay, so it's those little attention to detail on those little tiny 3-ball pattern runs or 4-ball pattern runs with the 8 that make the difference in getting out or not getting out. All right. So how would you have done that shot? Let me know if it's different than how I did it. I like that option the best because either way, that's actually not that easy of an out. All right. So talk to you guys soon.